Hi Aries, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. Today we have a cool reading for you guys. And I hope you guys are all well, Aries. And yeah, so I have a few oracle cards here for you. And we start with physical pain. Ouch. So we see the heart here and there is a sword in it. We have message of forgiveness with it. So forgiveness is important in this reading. It's always important in life, right? You have to forgive everybody. Otherwise you're carrying around poison, basically, right? So these readings, Aries, could be you or your person. Could be, sometimes this is about somebody, just close to you, not always romantic. And we have the Phoenix rising up from the ashes. This is great. And this card here, this little bitty card, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, changed mind, and new phase. Look at that. So there is growth here and there's transformation. And that is great, right? And right now, there's a lot of activity in your first and second house with your astrology. And so this means that, there's a lot going on in your life. There definitely could. We have love and we have unconditional love, self-love. Yeah, that's the most important, right? Oneness, passion, affection, and attraction. Somebody probably wants to rekindle things with you. And, once again, this may be you. And yeah, but there's definitely growth here. This is the most important. We also have the noose. So the noose is about a threat. So there was some type of threat here, or somebody felt threatened, possibly, right? And maybe it's kind of it's also kind of when somebody might be putting a noose around their own neck. That's what the noose can be, right? We know it's to hang somebody here, to hang yourself, right? And I know you're not doing that in this reading. I doubt that. It's the person who wants forgiveness probably has kind of, maybe they need to forgive you, but yeah. And so now we have the moon. This is looming change. Yes, this is great. This is change is coming here, and it's all based on growth and beauty. It is. Let's get another card from this deck for Aries. And we have the cat. So this person's probably lying low who wants forgiveness, right? This is also about playfulness and intuition. Yeah, interesting. So let's see what we have for you guys, Aries. And yeah, if you would like your own psychic reading, Aries, you can get one. I'm a Silva grad. It's right there on the wall, right? Yeah, it is. And yeah, if you don't know somebody, you don't trust them, you just met them, or you haven't seen them in a long time. And also, we do a tarot spread at the end. They're very insightful. They're lots of fun. So you get two different forms of divination. Mystic Sense has a free 5-minute psychic reading below for you in the description box. And also, yeah, I do tarot readings unto themselves. If you want your chart interpreted, right? Send me an email. We have the Ace of Swords reversed, Aries. This is, something kind of has been super challenging. The Ace of Swords sometimes talks about an ending. It can reverse. It can talk about somebody lost their power. Wow, 3 of Swords. Look at that. And somebody unconditionally loves you in this reading. That's how it is looking in this reading for sure. The Fool is here. Yeah, and we have the Phoenix, remember, right? So the Phoenix is about rekindling or a transformation. Yeah, very beautiful. I feel like it is. The World card sits here, as does the Empress. And here is the World card. So the King of Wands, Aries, is reversed. That may be you. And, this Fool card, it can be you as a person. But we know that there's like a new beginning here. And the Fool talks about a new beginning. That's why he's going to jump off the cliff here, right? He said, I hope I can have a nice dinner when I get to the bottom, right? Or whatever he's kind of hoping, right? And but he's hoping that whatever he's kind of taking a leap of faith on, this may be you, or whatever new adventure he's starting is going to be favorable. It's going to be, maybe it's adventurous, but it's at least going to be something very good that he feels like, will kind of change his life. And remember, we have the moon. This is looming change. So the overall energy here is the Ace of Swords, the 3 of Swords with it, and the World card. And, this is the Three of Swords sits in the challenge right in the middle. And the new beginning is the world. Some type of new beginning here, which is beautiful. It looks like a relationship is being rekindled. And if not, it's about self-love. And somebody kind of releasing these chains possibly around their neck. Could definitely, their own neck could be. Right? Yeah. And interesting with the Fool, when the Fool takes a leap of faith, he doesn't look back anymore, right? The dog's saying, don't look back, but be careful. You're not going to, hurt yourself when you jump off the cliff, right? That's his leap of faith. But this is about not looking back. And we have forgiveness here. So that's really imperative in this reading. It's really important that whatever you have your heart set on or you are doing in this reading, that you have to not look back. But forgiveness is a way to not look back. It's a way to say, I might have made a mistake, or somebody made a mistake. And so a message of forgiveness, you could be receiving that, because that's what this card says, right? Now, when you forgive somebody else, it's not for them. It's for you to move on and live in peace, right? And so this is very important. A lot of people can't, they're not really understanding that, right? And no, forgiveness is for you. So we have the Three of Swords sitting in the challenge. Let's see what that's about here. There could have been third-party energy here. There could have been. It's possible here. There might have been here. And we have the Tower with it, right? So this is a powerful realization. Somebody learned here that they need to forgive somebody, or that they really want forgiveness. And also this is about unconditional love. This is interesting because somebody may have unconditional love for you, Aries, but at the same time, the only it could be that, and it can be a combo. It can be unconditional love for themselves, because they are forgiving maybe themselves. But it's really hard to love somebody else if there's no self-forgiveness, and it's really hard to be happy if you don't forgive other people. So there's a huge message here. But somebody learned this with a powerful realization, a tower moment. Yeah, something came crashing down and they said, you know what? Change needs to happen here for sure. The World card can speak of a maturity, right? That's why she's naked. She said, I don't care what anybody thinks here, because I've made it to the top. Yeah, my life's good. I'm leaving old patterns behind. I have my wish now. It can be all these things, right? And the World card can be like, I've matured, because she went through all the hassles of the other 20, and they weren't all hassles, but the whole journey of the major arcana. This is the end. The Fool starts the journey, and the World card, the maturity, the awakening, the spiritual growth, all these things can really kind of bring the world into, it's like you are coming full circle in your own life. Yeah, that's what you're doing here. All right, so this is very cool. And closing out old cycles, looking at new ones, forget the past, it's done. Nothing you can do to change it, and to dwell on it just brings that back, brings those painful or whatever conditions were there. Let's get a card on the World, though. We have the Hermit. So this is spiritual growth. It definitely is. Maybe somebody was in major contemplation for like a while. It depends. The Hermit, it could be a Virgo, could be. And the Two of Wands sits here. And remember, the World card, Aries, can talk about Scorpio or Capricorn. The Empress is here. And this is Taurus or Libra. And we're in, right now, this is Venus in Taurus. We're in that season. And I have a video on that if you'd like to see that on my other channel. And and I'm going to, below the description, you should be able to see that other channel. And I can also put the link to my last video, which is really Venus in Taurus, right? So Venus already rules Taurus. So when it's in Taurus, this is super powerful. And this can be about self-love. It definitely can. And taking care of yourself the way the Empress does, right? She's sitting here. She's healthy and beautiful. She's sitting out in nature. So this, this could be about self-care in a way, that somebody's kind of, because we have unconditional love here. Now, let's get a card on the Two of Wands. And this King of Wands here can be Aries, Leo, or Sag, right? Nine of Pentacles. So somebody made this is making a choice to really take care of yourself. It can be to be single. Nine of Pentacles. So it's a self-sufficiency card, which shows your power and your independence, right? And your values. Somebody could have changed their values in this, what's important to them, right? Whatever it is, if they have changed their values, Venus and Aries can be all about your values. Whatever those values are, you know, maybe self-love, right? Taking care of yourself. Whatever they are, though, is helping you or your person, or helping this situation, right? And so somebody could have chose, though, to be single. We have the Three of Swords in the reading, as I was showing you that. So maybe they are single from another relationship. Maybe they are single from something that was kind of holding them. Maybe, you know, it could be anything, right? You can. Third party can be, and if it is a third party can be your own subconscious mind holding you back. It could be ego. It can be, you know, can be just anything that you let kind of hold you back, a third party, right? Doesn't always have to be a romantic, another woman or another man. That could be going on in this reading, though. You guys have to take what resonates here. And what's on your mind or the mindset here, look at that, Ace of Pentacles and the Fool. This is so like Venus and Taurus, because the Pentacles are ruled by Taurus, and, you know, and Venus rules Taurus. But this card here, these two cards together, Aries, this is all about you taking a leap of faith. This is your mindset. I want something new. I don't want to look back anymore. And, you know, maybe you are trying to give forgiveness, because forgiveness means I don't want to look back. It means I've been there for a long time, and I don't want to keep dwelling on the past, or dwelling on anger, or something that needs forgiveness, something like that. Ace of Pentacles, a brand new beginning here. Yeah, something definitely goes away in this reading. There's spiritual growth. I feel like there is. Hopefully, you know, somebody's realizing that, because that's important. And the sun has popped out. I took it, kind of fell out of the... And here's the sun and the Three of Wands. This is definitely looking forward to a new future. And the red flag is there with the sun. This could be a Leo, too, with the sun. But when we see the red flag, it could be somebody's bringing you news. It's possible here. Or you're bringing the news, right? Of a huge change, right? And it can be definitely something passionate. But the sun with the Three of Wands, this is a happy future, a successful future. A future with clarity. Yeah, it could be self-understanding in this reading. It really could be. King of Wands reverse, and that may be you, Aries. Let's get a card on that. And we have the Seven of Swords. And this is reversed. And this typically talks about guilt. Somebody might have wanted forgiveness for a long time, or maybe they didn't give it in this reading. And a guilt builds up when you start to feel this kind of weird guilt or resentment when you don't, like, you know, forgive somebody. So maybe that's happening here. Seven of Swords reversed. Interesting. With the King of Wands, that could definitely be guilt. Somebody might be feeling guilty, and they could have caused you physical pain, because there's some pain here. This is, you know, looking just like the Three of Swords, that physical pain card. And in the environment, Aries, is the Ten of Cups, and we see it with the Four of Swords. This is somebody praying for their happily ever after. And maybe they're meditating, because there's spiritual growth in this reading, and that brings it on. That improves your life so much, right? Ask any guru, ask life coaches, ask anybody who is calm in their life, and, you know, and they're meditating now, and they, you know, they had problems in the past. It's about self-reflection and a relationship with yourself, and the reflection brings peace, but awakening, right? About what you can do to improve your life, things like that. And so there's more to it, right? But this is the happily ever after. And the Virgo right here, the Hermit, sits above. He's had plenty of time to grow spiritually, or to contemplate, because his beard is like really long, right? And he said, you know, enough. I have to get to I have to get to the barber. That's what he said, right? And so the Empress showing up, Aries, and the Emperor. Maybe there's somebody here with a beard, right? The Empress is with the Queen of Wands, and you know the King and the Queen are both in the reading. This can be definitely a divine couple, and so we have here. This is in the hopes and the desire. Somebody wants to make their dreams come true in love. Yeah, and there's some type of passionate liberation here, but only after something difficult, because here's the Tower. The Tower comes in and says, you're not going to live that same way, because you're going to keep getting the same results. The Tower can come in and say, hey, did you wake up from this? Did you get bumped in the head enough? Did you fall on your butt enough to create some type of change for yourself? Because that's typically with the Tower. It could be a very rude awakening. Yeah, it can. And and it's something that was, you know, kind of just floating along here on a really weak foundation, because it was something that's not meant to last, because it's kind of negative and yeah, and it can be fake. It can be when somebody doesn't know themselves, and then they get a powerful realization here about kind of how they are driving their life. Ace of Wands reversed. And so we already have 3 aces in the reading, right? Don't we? Yeah, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands reversed. So there's kind of there's a little bit, something goes away here. But it is all for this Ace of Pentacles to have a brand new beginning in this happily ever after. So we're going to end this reading, Aries. If you'd like to get your own psychic reading, you may always get one. This was a great reading for you. Thank you so much for joining me here. Yeah, and I have the Venus and Taurus reading, right, that I do on my other channel. I'm putting it at the top of the comments, so you can click on that link if you'd so like. And all the 12 signs are covered there. So, you know, I talk about Aries as well. Thank you so much, you guys. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And hit the little bell for notifications for uploads.